There's a reason some people have more access than you, and it has nothing to do with money. Same world, same internet, same information, but completely different outcomes. Some people move freely, build across countries, open doors you don't even see exist. Others stay stuck without knowing why. In this video, I'm going to show you what actually creates that difference and why almost no one ever looks at it. Because most people are told the same thing: make more money, move to a better place, find better opportunities. And those things matter, but they're not the root. Because you can have money and still not have access. You can live in a better location and still feel limited. You can be doing everything right and still feel like something is off. That feeling, that's not random. For me, it was complete. I was adopted. No lineage, no origin to trace, no reference point. And for most of my life, I didn't even realize what that meant. I just moved through life like anyone else, focused on improving things, making better decisions, trying to create more options. And it worked to a point, but something was missing. Not in an obvious way. Nothing was wrong, but there was no deeper structure, no context behind the movement. Then over time, things started to shift. Information came in, connections formed, pieces started showing up. And eventually, I reconnected with something I didn't even know existed. Kamba, a tribe in Africa. If you've never heard of it, you're exactly where I was, because I hadn't either. The Kamba are known for resilience. Traders, travelers, builders, people who moved, adapted, and created opportunity wherever they went. And when I learned that, it wasn't just information. It felt like recognition, like something that had always been there, but I didn't have the words for. And I'll explain exactly how this connects to your options in a minute. And when that connection happened, it changed everything. Not emotionally, structurally. Because suddenly, things that felt random started making sense. The way I moved, the way I thought, even the types of decisions I made. And that's when I realized something most people never see. This isn't just about identity. It's about positioning. So let me ask you something. Not where you were born, but what do you actually know about your line? Beyond your parents, beyond your grandparents. What do you really know? And more importantly, what might still be there that you've never looked for? Because for most people, the answer is not much, and that's not your fault. But it's something you can change. And once you start looking, you may realize there's more than you thought. Families and communities that maintain continuity don't just pass down stories. They pass down access, networks, information, leverage. They don't have to figure everything out. They inherit direction. They inherit structure. They inherit advantage. When that continuity is broken, people don't just lose history. They lose context. And without context, they move differently. They make decisions based only on what they see in front of them. They might chase the wrong opportunities, move to the wrong places, build things that don't fully align, And here's the hardest part. They don't even realize that's happening. They just assume this is how life works. But it's not. It's how life works when the line is broken. And here's the part most people never question. Why hasn't anyone told you this? Think about it. You're taught about money, careers, skills, even mindset, but almost nothing about lineage, nothing about continuity, nothing about what happens when that line is broken. And the result is people build entire lives without ever realizing they're missing a layer. Not because they're incapable, but because no one ever pointed to it. And once you see it, you can't unsee it. Think about this. Some people grow up knowing exactly who they're connected to. They know their network, their culture, their people. That affects how they move, where they go, what they see as possible. And most people never even realize they're missing that. When that connection starts to come back, things shift. Not all at once, but your decisions change. What you notice changes. The way you think about where you can go and what you can do starts to expand. Because when the line is intact, things look very different. People don't just move randomly. They move with direction, with awareness, with a sense of where they actually fit. And that changes everything. What you pursue, where you go, what becomes available to you. Let me make this real for a second. Imagine two people, same age, same intelligence, same amount of money. One of them knows exactly where their line connects. They know their culture, the network, the people. They can land somewhere, and they're not starting from zero. The other person lands in the same place, and they're completely alone. No context, no connection, no signal. Same ability, completely different starting point. And over time, that difference compounds. Not because one person is better, but because one person is connected and the other isn't. So, the real question is, what if there is still something there? Not everything, but enough. Enough to reconnect. Enough to understand. Enough to use. That's what this is about. Not theory, a starting point. You don't need full history. You don't need certainty. You don't need everything figured out. You just need a starting point. If this resonates, start there and see what begins to connect.